Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Two and a throw right away. Gets this one to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
On play action, here's Tua. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Bulldozes past him. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That 2 is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he Bucks have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
All right, come on. Hey, 21 TA.
Tua going to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Tua. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Motion man is Berrios. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coleman, the man in motion left. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, Allen. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Alert!
Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ready. Set.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Hey, hey.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen going to throw. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Slot man moves right. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
In motion goes the tight end. Up the middle, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Regular. What's that?
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
What's that?
Now Allen. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
What's that?
In motion, the tight end.
Look out!
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
To the air, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communication.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Ed Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Tua. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Ready.
Now Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
We'll go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Coleman. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
All right.
Throwing Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
The scam was simple. I was to walk up to the hot dog vendor and order what I wanted. The vendor would then hand me my hot dog and watch as I ran off without paying. This left the vendor with two choices, neither very appealing. He could stand his ground and swallow his loss, or he could give chase. The second forces him to abandon the car, where my friends could feast. Vendor tired at 47th and 9th. I was on the other side of the street. He was beat, but not beat. He could go 10 minutes more, just on hate alone. The plan, as it turned out, was as simple and as dumb as anything he'd ever done. We were to hold the car to the top edge